can you handle that? Niggas pop shit, I got the hammer back. You know what you want, I'm about my stack.
All right, so today, leg day. And I just want to really focus on squats. Squats are the foundation. If there was only one body part that I can train, no, let me take that back. If there was only one exercise that I can do, if you put me in some weird scenario to where I had to choose one exercise to do forever for the rest of my life and that's it, it's gonna be squats. Squats is the foundation to a structurally sound physique, body.
Just a fly boy in a Cadillac. Bag full of money, can you handle that? Niggas pop shit, I got the hammer back. You know what you want, I'm about my stacks. I'm about my stacks. Money talk, bullshit can run laps. It ain't nothing after that. Just a fly boy in a Cadillac.
Today, I was trying some different variables because I always talk about variables with squats. And what that means is doing things differently when doing a particular lift to make yourself very efficient and effective at doing it. So many ways to add variables. You could do bands, you could add chains, you can face a mirror, and then when they not face a mirror, shoes, no shoes, things of that nature. Knee sleeves, no knee sleeves. So today I went with my shoes on for most of the sets. And I didn't wear my knee sleeves until the very end, just on my cardio set. We always do cardio sets, baby. Fatality set or cardio set, whatever you want to call it, it's all good. So I tried out some different variables today because I haven't been switching it up very much. And yeah, different types of shoes or shoes versus no shoes is a huge variable with squats because when you're doing something so much, so all the time, every little thing starts to become exactly how you do it and you get locked into doing it that way, and any other thing outside of your norm makes you uncomfortable and sometimes you freeze up and can't do it properly. So I like to make myself uncomfortable when doing anything difficult to make me really fucking good at doing it. So that's something that I offer you guys to challenge yourselves to do something a little bit different and outside of the box of your typical norm, all right? Because it works, it makes you better.
Symbolic, G code, I've been brawling. I've been D's, I play rough like Ben Wallace. Leader like Ben Chaffetz, opposite of Ben Povish. I spit clear metaphors like a pen polish. We call the pen college, real G's move in silence. Ain't trying to talk about shit, we just resort to violence. We on resorts and islands, now I'm at the La Paloma. The Western foothills in Tucson, Arizona. Clear persona.
Your legs are your biggest muscle group. Strengthening your legs, specifically with squats, you're building the most amount of muscle, you're burning the most amount of calories, incinerating fat with that movement out of any other muscle, body part or exercise, I'm sorry. Maybe a close second is deadlifts, depending on how you do it, the weight, the type of deadlift you do, and etc. But squats, hands down, is the king of all movements. All right, so y'all saw me ingesting this right here earlier before my workout. What this is called, this is a PA7. This is a mTOR elevation. It's nutrient partitioning. And this right here, this baby is the real deal. This is a way to naturally put on lean muscle mass, burn and incinerate fat, and help with recovery. There's a few things that I do for recovery. This is part of my regimen, PA7. If y'all want to read up more on it, the link's down below in the description, somewhere down there. But check it out, PA7 is all natural, and this right here, this baby is effective. I don't mess with nothing that's not effective, so it is what it is. Now, a lot of people may get strong doing squats the wrong way. This is dangerous. I'm gonna tell you why. Once you get efficient at doing something the wrong way, it's hard to break those bad habits. And the more you do it, you will be prone to injury. Now, I advise you guys to try to do it properly, try to make sure your form is refined. And if it is not refined, if your knees are coming way over your toes or things of that nature, you wanna scale back the weight and retrain yourself, okay? There's nothing wrong with that, starting from scratch, because you gotta do it light and get used to doing it light to do it heavy properly. I know people that have done it, that had to do it straight, take a step back, reset, and go back after it. A lot of people talk to me about their knees being bad, this, that, and the third. It doesn't matter. Doing a proper squat is in no way damaging your knees or your ligaments in your knees. It's actually strengthening it and helping it. Any kind of physical rehabilitation, physical therapy with your legs or your knees, they're gonna have you doing squats. It's one of the most functional movements that you can do with weights, because mostly everything we do is a squat or the same motion, okay? Now, proper form, there's certain ways to practice proper form, okay? You gotta think of a squat not in just your legs. Think of it as a total body movement, because that's what it is. It's actually strengthening your entire body. However, when you're performing a squat, what I want you guys to do first is think about hinging back with your hips and then your knees. It's not just dropping straight down, okay? When you're doing it this way and you're sitting back, pushing your butt back, you're allowing yourself to get in perfect and proper position with perfect form. You will feel no stress on your knees whatsoever, no matter how heavy the weight is, all right? Now, there's different things I'm sure you guys hear. You hear ass to grass, this, that, and the third. It's not always necessary. Parallel is the bare minimum. And when I say parallel, say your knees is here, your hips are aligned. This is your quads, your thighs, straight aligned. If your hips or butt is up here, is higher than your knees, you ain't getting it right, okay? So here's the bare minimum. And I'm basing this off of a competition squat, which would be in a powerlifting meet. You gotta at least hit parallel. But the big dick shit is when you go below parallel. The reason being is because it's a lot more difficult to go below parallel. However, when you go below parallel, you're engaging your hamstrings and your glutes, your ass. You will, when you're not getting that deep, you're not really hitting it that much. Now, I will admit this. People can, develop strong legs and get size in their legs without going parallel or below parallel. But I'm just not a fan of that. There's even people, I'm sure you guys seen it, doing little micro baby reps on leg press and stuff like that, and they're big. So I'm not gonna say that doesn't work, but I just like to do things a certain way, all right? So, and I gauge everything on a complete range of motion, as much of a range of motion that I'm able to do, and also the basic the main movements, whether it be squats, bench press, or deadlifts, I'm basing that off of what's standard in a competition, in a meet. I'm a huge fan of the iron sport and everything that it encompasses, whether it be bodybuilding, whether it be powerlifting, whether it be CrossFit, it doesn't matter. I'm a fan of it all. If you got a barbell in your hand, you good money with me. Big shout out to my baby brother, Devin. Follow him on Instagram. His information is right here. He'll be on YouTube very soon, so be on the lookout for that. He's an up-and-coming trainer. He's very successful. He's growing, and he's a student of the sweet science of getting the body right. We look at this whole thing as getting the body and the mind right, because we don't believe in a separation of body and mind. It's all in one. So make sure you check out my baby bro, Devin. He's up and coming, and he's a good dude. And if you're ever in the Southern California area, you need a dope trainer, holla at your boy. He got you, all right? So if you enjoy the content, let me know how you feel about it down below. Also, let me know what else you guys want to see. I do this for y'all, okay? I don't need to watch myself train. I know what I'm doing already, but I do this for y'all. So I want to not assume that I know what y'all want. I want to hear what y'all want and need. What advice do you need? What topics do you need advice on? Things of that nature. What do y'all want to talk about? Just let me know down in the comments. Subscribe, share this to all the homies, and I'll let y'all a little bit later. Peace.